Witam Was bardzo, ale to bardzo serdecznie. Arkadiusz, pan Pawłowski, Wasz ulubiony grubcio z internetów. Dzisiaj jesteśmy w specjalnym miejscu w Londynie. Żeby było grubiej, jesteśmy na prapremierze WWE2K20. Jako jedyne osoby w Polsce mamy okazję położyć łapska na tym jakże gorącym towarze. Poza tym oczywiście wywiady z gwiazdami WWE. No i tutaj przygotowano bardzo wiele atrakcji. Bardzo żałuję, że Was tu nie ma, ale postaram się, żebyście dzięki temu materiałowi poczuli się, jakbyście tu byli ze mną. Więc bez zbędnego bijadolenia zapraszam, polecam. Londyn? Nie ma takiego miasta. Jest tylko Lądek Zdrój. No i oczywiście, jak to w Londynie, stoimy w korkach. W Londynie ludzi jak mrówków, jestem do tego przyzwyczajony. Za każdym razem, co się tutaj pojawiamy, najgorsze są te ostatnie mile do centrum miasta, co jest bardzo często przekomiczne, na zasadzie, że jedzie się 6 mil, wyjeżdża się na przykład, albo wjeżdża, albo wyjeżdża się z miasta i to jedzie się 6 mil, 56 minut i później drugie 6 mil już tam normalną drogą jedzie się 8 minut. I tak to właśnie się żyje w tym Londynie. Powoli do celu. Na razie wygląda to naprawdę obiecująco, zdecydowana poprawa od zeszłego roku, a już w zeszłym roku było dobrze. Jeżeli czytaliście recenzję na PP, to wiecie, że była tam bodajże 8 albo 8,5. Myślę, że będzie podobnie, albo lepiej, ale to dopiero pierwsze podrygi, zobaczymy. Tak czy siak na pewno jest progres. My guest at this time is the designer of my career mode in WWE2K20, Mr. Romek Bodzioch.
Yep.
Have I said it correctly? Okay,
Yep.
perfect. Okay, with a game world that is that is changing so fast, what new can we expect this year?
So I guess the biggest thing for my career, at least, is the inclusion of a female my player. I know our fans have wanted this for a really long time, to be able to go through like a long storyline with a female character. So now we have both a male and female my player that you take on a 20-hour journey over the course of their whole career, spanning, WWE lifestyle.
I know that last year's My Career Mode proved to be very popular, and I've also heard that some of the characters are coming back. We have Buzz, we have Cole Quinn, right?
Yep. We have Buzz, we have Cole Quinn. They have their own podcast this year, and they allude to a lot of the stuff that happened in last year's game. Like, they're super funny. It's one of my favorite things of the whole mode is just hearing their podcast. There's some other ones that are there too that I'm not going to spoil, but we try to do that every year, bring back characters that we love and characters that the fans love.
I know that with career mode, it always has to be a mix of something familiar that you like, that you feel comfortable with, but at the same time, people want changes, a revolution in the mode.
Yeah.
Is there maybe something that you can tell us without spoiling, something that makes this mode different from the last year, other than the inclusion of the female my player?
So we have a lot of rivalries with WWE superstars that, may take place outside of a WWE ring. You have, great superstars like The Miz, for instance, who's not just, a wrestler, he's also like an actor, right?
A movie star.
Yeah, he's like a movie star. So we have rivalries that, where you might be fighting for a movie role. We have stuff with The Undertaker where, you're trying to see what's inside his urn, and it takes you on this crazy journey through this sort of dark side world. So we did a little bit of that last year, and people like that. So this year we just took that way over the edge and added a lot of these sort of neat environments.
Obviously, right now, the WWE Universe is crazy about the Fiend Bray Wyatt. Can you maybe say if we can expect to meet him in the career mode?
Okay, I guess I guess I know the answer now.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Fiend sort of came into the WWE a little late. We do have him in the game. In 2K Originals, we were able to do that at least. But for my career, we couldn't get him in at that point. But I will say that Bray Wyatt himself might be in the mode, and he shows up in a really cool way.
So hello everybody, my guest at this time is none other than Jinder Mahal. First of all, I'm a huge fan, so I'm very happy to be able to talk to
Give
you.
me the proper introduction, the modern day Maharaja.
Yeah, the modern day Maharaja!
There we go.
There it is, yeah. So I want to ask, because we haven't seen you lately on WWE TV, why is that?
Yeah, I had knee surgery. I had an injury in a match against Ali, so I'll be back shortly. Just recovering, resting, getting really good at the video game. I'm excited. It's gonna be a part of my recovery, a part of my rehab. I'm gonna play as myself, and I'm gonna face guys like Brock Lesnar, the WWE champion, or Seth Rollins, and I'm gonna make a game plan, and it's gonna be a part of my recovery. WWE2K20 is gonna be a part of the rehab process.
And that's what I want to ask you, because we're here for the preview of the game, and in WWE there is a culture of video game playing, like with Xavier Woods and up, down, down, stuff like that. Are you a big fan of video games as a whole?
So I am, yes, and you were right about the culture, and I've seen the culture happen, the change happen, because when I first started in WWE, nobody played video games. Now, in the locker room, there's a permanent TV. It's called The Lab, especially with Xavier Woods and New Day, and the Usos are big gamers. AJ Styles is a big gamer.
Tyler Breeze, yeah.
Oh yeah, Breeze is a good gamer. Yeah, everybody has the Nintendo. What's it called?
Switch.
Yeah, everybody has the Switches, and AJ Styles. I don't know if he still has it, but he used to bring like a TV, like a
mobile, like
a mobile, like a PlayStation or Xbox, and it had a TV in it. So it's a big culture. So I am not as good as video games as those guys are, so I don't play with them because they'll just embarrass me. But yeah, I'm a big fan of video games. I was a big fan of video games growing up. I used to play the first ever SmackDown game that came on PS1.
So 1997, 1998, yeah?
Yeah, around that time. Yeah. That time SmackDown had just started.
I think it was 1999 maybe.
Or 2000.
Yeah, because 97 was WWF Attitude and Warzone, those games.
Yeah, on Nintendo 64. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, and WCW versus NWO, also on what's it called? N64.
Game Boy. Okay.
N64. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're saying that you're not that great.
Not as good as those guys. Yeah.
So you need to train in order to beat them.
Yeah, when I come back, I'm going to be working, like I said earlier, I'm going to be working on my video game skills. So hopefully when I come back, I'm going to step into the lab. Maybe I'll come on up, down, down. Maybe I'll be on an episode of that.
I love that you use the word comeback, because the word comeback can be used to describe your career. I think when you left WWE, you came back stronger. You came back with a vengeance. What changed between this time when you weren't there and you came back and you had your career reach new heights?
Yeah, everything changed. My mindset changed, my focus changed, my priorities changed, my training changed, my diet changed, my workout routine changed, my goals changed, everything changed. And that was a new modern day Maharaja, so I changed. That's what's important with being a WWE superstar, is evolving and growing. And actually it's cool too, because I can see myself from the first ever video game that I was in 2013 to now. I can see the evolution of myself. In the first game, I have white trunks, I have no beard, and then I'm in 3MB. Then I'm not in the video game for a couple years, and then I come back, WWE champion in the video game, and then where I am in this game. And actually, I'm a little bit upset. I'm going to speak to the developer, but I've been assured it's been a mistake. My score came in at a little bit low, not where it should be, but I heard they're going to work on a Jinder patch. There's going to be a downloadable patch to correct the score.
And that's the only score that they're going to change.
For that, yeah, exactly. It was a mistake, actually. Yeah, it was a mistake. Yeah, they accidentally put a 7. It was a 76. It should have been a 96, so they mistook the 7 for a 9. But the patch is coming soon, guys. I promise.
Guys, never hinder Jinder.
Yes,
never hinder Jinder.
Yeah,
when will they?
WWE 2K tried, but they're gonna learn. You can never hinder the junior.
When will they learn? Okay. So tell me, we talked about 3MB, and what I want to ask you is that you've had your big moment. Obviously, there are many more to come. Drew McIntyre is also on this career resurgence when he came back. There's one guy who still can't catch a break, and that's Heath Slater. What do you think about Heath Slater?
Heath Slater has kids, so his priorities are a little bit different. No, but Heath is still Heath. Heath is still the one-man band. Heath is doing his thing. And I get asked all the time, hey, is it going to be a 3MB reunion? Is it going to be a reunion? I would say there is. There will be, not there is. There will be. I'm hoping.
Spoiler!
Yeah, no, I'm hoping like, say in a couple years from now or many years from now, my last year in WWE, when it's time to hang up the boots. Before I retire. That'd be a nice way to go out. But maybe in the future, in 2K, we'll make a downloadable 3MB pack. That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm. Tell me, recently, before the injury, you had a chance to fight for the 24/7 championship.
Yeah.
What do you think about this idea? It's a recycled, it's a recycled hardcore. What do you think about the idea then, and what do you think about it now? Because
I wouldn't say it's a recycled idea. Just the fact that you can pin someone anywhere, everywhere, but it's totally different. It's given a new. It's totally different. It's so entertaining. It's something that's totally different than anything you see on WWE TV. Something like, especially with like, you look at something like Cain Velasquez and Brock Lesnar, so serious, and then you see R-Truth, running around the hallways dressed up as something else, trying to hide. It's entertaining, and that's what makes WWE so great. It's sports entertainment. The entertainment part is always there. There's always someone singing or dancing. Even Vince, he loves dancing and singing. He's a great dancer himself. You can look up some YouTube.
Back.
Stand back. Yeah, exactly. It's perfect. Yeah. No, but that's a good thing with WWE. Like, especially with me being in 3MB or the 24/7 championships, it's a different side of my character. That's how I am in real life. I like to joke. I like to play around. So it's cool. And Raw is 3 hours long. SmackDown is 2 hours long, and it's a nice variety. You get some comedy, you get some serious stuff. You get the high flyers, you get the women. Actually, the first time ever, Becky Lynch, a woman, a female is on the cover of WWE2K20. So that's awesome. That's huge news. Just overall seeing the women's revolution these past couple of years, and this is awesome to see Becky on the front cover.
And last year when I interviewed Charlotte Flair here, she said that her goal is to main event WrestleMania, and they did it. Yeah. So maybe you want to make like a bold prediction what's going to happen for Jinder Mahal.
That's definitely one of my goals too, is to main event WrestleMania. Not just main event, it win either the Universal Championship or the WWE Championship again. That's definitely one of my goals. But I just want to have a long career. I want to become a Grand Slam champion. So in order for that to happen, I got to win the Intercontinental Championship and the Tag Team Championships. And I was telling someone earlier, maybe I'm going to use this video game to try out potential tag team partners. I'm going to go in tag team mode, and I'm going to try guys like Drew McIntyre. Maybe I'll try some of the NXT guys. Maybe I'll try someone like Walter or something like this, right? See how we work as a tag team together. It's possible with a video game.
That's a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
Wrestling is a business where you need to cooperate to create something great, a spectacle.
Yeah.
But it's also a business where where an individual is super important. Do you have anyone that you consider a true friend in the wrestling business, or maybe there are a couple of people like that?
Yeah. I have lots of friends, but I would say my best friend is Drew. We travel together, we work out together, we have the same routine together. So later on tonight is the draft. I know I'm eligible for the draft. We'll see if I get drafted because of the injury or not. But it's like when the draft happens, it's a big deal for us because it changes our life. It changes our schedule, especially now with SmackDown moving to Fox on a Friday night, Raw's on a Monday. Our whole week, you got to think, who am I going to travel with? I got to travel with someone I can work out with, someone I can ride with. It's very important. I know the video game guys drive together, right? They got the video game systems all hooked up. They're at the hotel rooms, have the video games going. I know guys like Baron Corbin and Tyler Breeze. They're in the hotel always. They bring their video games with them.
That's a weird combination, one would say.
But you never know. Like, video games bring so many people together, and especially like with the video games now, I know WWE2K20, you can play online. You can play someone on the other side of the world. You can play against people. Video games just brings people together, and it's a great pastime. Like I remember when I was a kid, some of my best memories are playing when I first got my PlayStation 1 or the N64, playing Crash Bandicoot or the wrestling games like
Love the Crash Bandicoot series. Perfect.
Yeah, playing SmackDown, the first
Booga, booga, booga.
SmackDown. Rock was on the cover of that SmackDown. So no, video games are awesome. It's just brings people together.
I believe we only have time for one more question, so I would like to ask you, as an accomplished WWE superstar, what would your advice be for somebody who wants to accomplish that, who has this dream and they want to do it? Where to start, how to do it, how to achieve that dream?
Yeah, first off, I would like to tell them that anything is possible as long as you're willing to put in the hard work. Second, I would say find a reputable school, do it the correct way, put in the work, don't take shortcuts. And don't let anybody tell you that it's not possible, because the modern day Maharaja is telling you that you can do it.
If the modern day Maharaja says it, it's gotta be true. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure.
Appreciate it.
I tak to właśnie było, i tak to się zdarzyło. Moja miłość do pro wrestlingu trwa już 24 lata lekką ręką, no i powiem szczerze, że za każdym razem, kiedy spotykam się z pasjonatami tej cudownej dyscypliny, ten płomień odpala się we mnie na nowo. Dziękuję, że byliście ze mną, dziękuję, że wysłuchaliście, mam nadzieję, ciekawych materiałów. No i przyszedł czas, żeby się pożegnać, ale mam dla Was jeszcze jedną taką rzecz. Ponieważ pisałem o tym na Instagramie, możecie o tym wiedzieć z Facebooka, ale na YouTubie nic o tym mówiłem, więc powiem. Od niedawna dostępne w sprzedaży są koszulki z moją papą. To jest oto moja papa. Jak widzicie, jest nawet wąs dodany. To oczywiście na cześć naszych wrestlingowych gości, wszyscy wąsaci. I możecie ją zakupić. Ten adres, link będzie się wyświetlał gdzieś tutaj, albo tutaj, albo tutaj, gdzieś tutaj będzie się wyświetlał link, gdzie możecie zakupić ten zestaw koszulek. Od razu Wam mówię, że ja nie jestem jakiś tam łapczywy na hajsy i nie chodzi tutaj o to, żeby jak najszybciej wyciągnąć od Was jak najwięcej kasy za byle co, tylko są to naprawdę bardzo fajne jakościowo koszulki, a w każdym zestawie, bo to jest zestaw, to nie jest sama koszulka, dostaniecie ode mnie też dużo gadżetów i jeżeli dokonacie zakupów w przeciągu najbliższych 2 tygodni, dostaniecie dodatkowo zdjęcie z moim autografem. Także jeżeli ktoś chce zobaczyć, jak gruby pisze, jak kura pazurem, zapraszam, polecam. Autografy, gadżeciki, jakieś tam wlepeczki, koszuleczki, wszystko co najlepsze ode mnie dla Was. Dziękuję, że ze mną byliście. Zapraszam Was do śledzenia Instagrama, Pan Pawłowski, Arkadiusz Pan Pawłowski na Facebooku. Żyjcie pełnią życia, jarajcie się wrestlingiem, bo to jest najfenomenalniejsza rzecz na świecie, najdziwniejsza zajawka, najczystsza jaką znam. Polecam, zapraszam, Arkadiusz Pan Pawłowski, trzymajcie się, dzięki, że byliście, ale ja gadam długo i bez sensu, że też ze mną wytrzymujecie. Zostawcie subka i dzwoneczek, to będę gadał jeszcze dłużej, jeszcze więcej i jeszcze bezsensowniej. Trzymajcie się.